Hi, this is Ray Lamont, editor of the Gloucester Daily Times and GloucesterTimes.com, welcoming you to our special presentation of a year in review for 2009. When we look back at 2009, in many ways we're looking back at it as a difficult year, in some ways a tragic year. Our top news story of the year, as voted by the Times staff, is, after all, a tragedy: the sinking of the Patriot and the aftermath of the Coast Guard's delayed response to the emergency calls. And that tragedy, with the loss of 2 more Gloucester fishermen at sea, was just one phase of a hard year for the fishing industry. We also lost a lobsterman, Jaime Ortiz, in October. And beyond these true life and death stories were the stories about the regulatory changes and federal enforcement actions that, by many counts, continue to threaten the very lifeblood of the industry. That's been a major story focused on Gloucester, but also on a national scale throughout this past year, and it'll be carrying on into 2010 as well. But 2009 was also, in many ways, a year of survival, a year that spoke volumes about the spirit of our Gloucester and Cape Ann people. I know that, as someone who lives just a dozen or so houses away, I'll never forget the gas explosion that leveled the home of a Gloucester police officer at 8 o'clock one frigid January Sunday morning. But let's also not forget the fact that he miraculously survived that blast, and the concern and support we all saw in the wake of that and National Grid's sweeping responses and repair work throughout the city. Then there were those 20 days in August and September when just about all of us in Gloucester had to boil city water before using it, whether at our homes or businesses. That was a difficult and in many ways costly time, and we all know we're not done paying for it yet. But even in the midst of those stories, 2009 was a year that reminded us all just how beautiful and special our little corner of Massachusetts in the world can be. Why else would people like Adam Sandler choose to spend months here filming a movie? Grown-ups pumped more than $1 million into the town of Essex economy, and even more into the economy of Gloucester, where people regularly saw Adam and his co-stars dining out and around town. 2009 was also in some ways a year of conflict, with deep divisions over plans for a Gloucester charter school, and even a church and state controversy regarding a living nativity presentation in Manchester. But in many ways, 2009 has been a year to join together in celebration as well. Celebrating, for example, the work of a group of teenagers like the Gloucester High Fishermen's football team, who not only won their second Super Bowl in 3 years, but posted a perfect record for the second time in 3 years too, and capped a 10-year legacy with a record of 100 wins and only 13 losses. In the end, 2009 was really a year in which all of us in Gloucester and across Cape Ann faced shock, tragedy, and a number of challenges. But it was a year in which our community spirit often pulled through, and a year in which, from the fishermen on the docks to the fishermen on the football field, our people met those challenges head on and pulled together like a true team to move forward. So as you browse through this special online presentation revisiting 2009, try to reflect on what it has all meant to all of us, to all of our communities, and I think you'll see the fabric of communities ready to face any adversity and ready to take on any challenge. Bring on 2010. We're ready.